Yo, what's good, gang? Checking in, man. It's been a couple of days, man, since I put a video up, man, and I know I'm slacking. I'm still trying to get everything coordinated, efficient and consistent and everything, you know what I'm saying? Still juggling a lot, getting some shit in order, but yeah, man. Progress on the account, I'm still kind of in the same area of 103,000. I'm only up 3% out of the overall goal of 10%, so I still have 7% to accomplish. And I'm going to be real. I'm the reason why I'm not succeeding. It's nothing about my strategy. It's nothing about the market. Nothing about that. I'm the reason why I'm not succeeding, right? And I say that to be because I've gotten as close as $600 to passing my balance, meaning I got about 109,400, probably like 109,9,500. You know what I'm saying? Like $109,500. You know what I'm saying? And I need 110,000 to pass. So I got around that area. You know what I'm saying? And needed about 500 to 600 to pass when it was fluctuating and floating. And I didn't take my profit. I basically had a profit or a trade I did that I wanted to see go to the fruition in totality of the move, and it didn't. So when it peaked a little bit and spiked all the way back down, or whatever the case may be, I lost profit. And I think that move I was only able to necessarily take out about 1,000, and I think I was up maybe about 5, something like that. So that played a big factor into my psychology and what transpired. You know what I'm saying? Continue on to is though now I've been in this kind of a cycle where I can go up to maybe around 105,000 and then I'll lose some and maybe go down to about 101,000. So I'm kind of fluctuating back and forth between that range, and I'm at the median right now at 103,000, and it's really irking me sincerely because I know just solely based off upon my performance of my skill, applying the skill set and the craft to the market, I could have been passed. I could have been passed. One of the things that have led into it is, knowing that fact essentially, and then having that manifest in me trying to over leverage or basically boost up my leverage and my lot sizes to get a bigger profit to pass it faster after being in these ruts of going up and going down, going up and going down. Sometimes I jumped out of moves too early, have took a loss, and then I've took a $3,000 loss before I've even not $3,000 loss, I'm sorry, took like $1,000 or $1,500 loss for the day, and I'm kind of pushed myself out of the market to participate for the day. And when my actual move plays out, I for one go against my rules of after I lose a certain amount to stay out of the market. But when I do go back and then just execute, I make my profit back, and now I'm just at break even, when in reality, if I would have just played it correctly, I would have been up the initial 3%, and I could have been further, instead of just going down and then going back to break even. I could have had just a plus. So I had a couple cycles and a couple trading days of that happening. Also, what I noticed that I'm doing, to be completely real, is that I'm trading. I lose when I trade outside of my normal trading hours, right? So recently I had a change in schedule as far as my work. But usually what I like to do is look at London session, look for trading opportunities after 3:30 a.m. After 3:30 a.m., look for trading opportunities, potentially hopping to trade by 4:35. See what things is doing. What I've been doing lately is trying to catch the pre-London or catch the London Open movement and getting caught in spikes and getting some early day drawdown before New York session, and then I'll kill in New York session, get profit. But like I said, that would just be me breaking even after if I would have just, apply myself different. So that's one thing that I'm putting on the record for you guys to show and be transparent. I don't want this video to be too long and let me begin to ramble and stuff like that, but I'm just trying to spit everything out with some authenticity of what's actually going on and what's transpiring in my day-to-day. But with that, on top of life decisions of me trying to find out where I'm going to live, I'm living with my parent. I'm living with my dad. you know what I mean, at the moment, you know what I'm saying? I had my own crib before when I went to school, lived on my own for 5 years since I was 19. So I'm well equipped, well experienced of, you know, how to maintain and do that. But right now it's kind of like my drop down period in life, to where, so, you know, I'm just kind of getting everything, and I'm getting that support and that foundation going again, because I had my quick expansion, but now I need to draw back, you know what I'm saying, to make sure everything is solidified to continue my trend, right? So, you know, just kind of putting in a little analogy terms, but what I'm trying to really do is get life together, and then also pass certain elemental stages with the trait. And what I gotta kind of do is separate myself and slow one pace down and focus on one. And what I'm gonna do is focus a lot more on my trading, because even with 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I'm making great progress. So imagine what I can do with me being completely focused, you know? So that's one of my biggest focuses, just to be transparent.